Welcome back to Between Bells. Cheddar is celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month by having authentic conversations across our programming, highlighting the history, culture, and contributions of Hispanic Americans in the US and around the world. Our coverage is focused on the diversity within this group and aims to bring you meaningful discussions around business, politics, entertainment, and much more. Our next guest is looking to inspire and inform Latinas so they can leverage their power to transform their lives and their communities. Here to tell us more about She Se Puede is one of the founders, Stephanie Valencia. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining us. Really excited to have you today. But what exactly is She Se Puede?
She Se Puede is a digital lifestyle community where we are building a community of Latinas across this country who want to level up their life and participate more in civic engagement and their communities. We know the powerful role that Latinas can play as our matriarchs, our mothers, our college-age kids. They are the power behind the economy, and they are the potential power behind who will be sitting in the White House in 2020. In this election year. Latinas hold so much power to motivate and inspire our country and our families and our communities that She Se Puede is really focused on, not just having a conversation about engaging in politics, but rather how do we have a conversation about leveling up our lives across the board, about finding the latest makeup trends, around finding the latest food trends in this crazy time that we live in right now with COVID. How do we adapt with our families and our children? There are so many different things that we want to be communicating to Latinas. And again, they are this powerful force in the country right now and really want to tap into their power across all of the different aspects of society for which they contribute.
I definitely want to ask you a little bit about how politics plays into this in just a couple minutes. But first, what kinds of stories and resources can users expect through this platform?
Well, we founded She Se Puede with people like America Ferrera, Eva Longoria, Jess Morales Riquetto, who founded the Domestic Workers Alliance, Carmen Perez, who was one of the original founders of the Women's March. So you're going to see a diverse array of content that speaks to the everyday Latina's life, right? Like, what's the latest lipstick to wear to a yoga class, to a live DJ on a Friday night, but also how do you register to vote? What are the things that you need to know about turning in your ballot on time? What do you need to do to level up your participation in your community outside of politics and the election? And so you're going to see a diverse set of kind of content coming out of She Se Puede that I will speak to the 360 of who Latinas are today.
I love this name and that you mentioned America Ferrera because I think a lot of the millennial Disney lovers are thinking of Gotta Kick It Up and her using the phrase "Si se puede" throughout the movie. But I want to ask you, how are you elevating the voices of Latino women as we head into the election and encouraging them to vote?
32 million Latinos will be eligible this election, and the largest share of the electorate in some of the most critical battleground states are young Latinas, which is what She Se Puede is targeting to communicate with. And ultimately, we want to show these young Latinas to show their force in politics, to show that their opinion matters and that their vote matters and that they are going to change the trajectory of this country, whether it's the economy or immigration or access to healthcare or good schools or the response to COVID. We are experiencing as Latinas those issues in a much more acute way as the heads of our families every single day. And so it's our time to not just let all these policies be made while we are sitting back at a distance, but rather let's put our stamp on the future of the policy that we want to see in this country. And so ultimately, we want to ensure that Latinas have all that they need to participate and to vote, whether that's checking their voter registration, whether that is ensuring that they have and know what the local rules are in their community for requesting a ballot and getting their ballot turned in on time, and that they have all of the information they need about who and what is on the ballot. There's more than just the race for president happening at the top of the race. There are lots of other really important elections that happen, ballot measures or other things that really impact local communities, that we want to make sure Latinas have the information that they need to participate so that they have the confidence they need to participate. You do not need a college degree or a PhD in political science to vote. All you need is your own personal experience and what you feel. And we want to make sure that Latinas have that confidence to participate.
Stephanie Valencia, co-founder of She Se Puede and co-founder of Equis Labs. Thank you so much for joining us today.